Now, from here, we are starting our discussion about the presiding officers of the house. Now, please note these are very, very important segment, and you just cannot afford to have any, like estimated idea about it or a very rough idea about it. You have to be very thorough and very precise with all the information that we are going to cover. Firstly, we'll cover about the deputy chairman and chairman of Rajya Sabha and the Legislative Council, and then in the coming video we'll discuss about the speaker and the deputy speaker of the lower houses. In case you are finding any problem in understanding, let us just quickly briefly understand this. When we talk about the presiding officer, तो अगर आपने पार्लियामेंट सेशंस या स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर सेशंस देखे होंगे तो आपको पता है दैट इन द सेशन यू विल हैव वन चेयरपर्सन, राइट? सो दैट प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर जो उस चेयर पे बैठते हैं, हेड कर रहे हैं, हम उनकी बात कर रहे हैं अभी. सो फॉर लोकसभा और लेट्स से फॉर लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली यू हैव स्पीकर and deputy speaker, and for Rajya Sabha or Legislative Council you have chairman and deputy chairman. So therefore the office that we are going to cover in this lecture is these four office: chairman of Rajya Sabha, deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha, chairman of Legislative Council, and deputy chairman of Legislative Council. So it gives you four offices. I hope that is clear to you. Now we'll continue. Now, will accordingly do whatever is given in the constitution, and wherever extra details are needed to be understood, I have added it so that you do not find a problem in doing that. Okay, so we are seeing the officers of the parliament. For the council of state, which is your Rajya Sabha, article 89, the first article, and for the council it is 182. Accordingly, you will see the article number. Now I need not emphasize on that. So it says, article 89 says the chairman and the deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha. So firstly, अगर हम बात करें who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha, chairman is the presiding officer here. Both of them are actually the presiding officer, but the main is chairman and in absence deputy chairman. So it says the vice president of India, shall be the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. We have done this already in the topic of vice president, so you know ex officio means by the virtue of that office, that one person if has become the vice president will automatically become the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. ठीक है? There will be an exception. Exception will be when the vice president will act as the president or when the vice president will discharge the function of the president. In that case, the vice president will not be the Rajya Sabha chairman, but in other cases he will be. ठीक है? And when the person will act as president will get the salary and allowance of president and not of vice president. ठीक है? चलिए अब बात करते हैं. Council of States shall as soon as may be choose a member of council. Now understand this. From amongst the member of Rajya Sabha only, one member who will be called as deputy chairman will be chosen. ठीक है? They will choose. The entire house will choose. So often as the office of deputy chairman becomes vacant, the council shall choose another member to be deputy chairman. So if the deputy chairman office also becomes vacant, another member will be chosen from Rajya Sabha. That is the case. And while the chairman presides, yani ki vice president presides, then the deputy chairman just acts as an ordinary member. लेकिन जब चेयरमैन नहीं रहेंगे तो डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन को चेयरमैन का काम करना होगा. इसीलिए फ्रॉम अमंग्स द मेंबर्स ओनली अ डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन विल बी chosen. Okay. Similar thing you will notice for legislative council, that the council as soon maybe choose two members. Now please notice one difference here. In the case of Rajya Sabha, the chairman is by default the vice president of India, and the deputy chairman is chosen from amongst the members. But in the case of legislative council, both the chairman and the deputy chairman will be chosen from the council. Therefore, they are telling that they should choose two members of the council to be respectively chairman and deputy chairman. And as soon as their office will become vacant, another member should be chosen. Okay, this is as simple as it. Here only you need to remember that chairman कि एक्स ऑफिशियो जो है वो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट होंगे, बट यहाँ पे सेम मेंबरशिप, एंड यहाँ पे भी सेम फ्रॉम अमंग्स द अदर मेंबर्स. Okay, next thing is about vacation and resignation of and removal from the office of deputy chairman. Why they have not given about chairman? क्योंकि chairman तो हमारे vice president है, तो उनके लिए अलग से provision हमने already देख लिया है. Therefore here it is only talking about deputy chairman. Vacation, अगर उनका office खाली है, अगर उन्होंने resign कर दिया या उनको remove किया गया. Here it will be for both of them. So vacation, resignation, removal from the office of chairman and deputy chairman of the legislative council. This is for Rajya Sabha, this is for council. So what does it say? Firstly remember that Rajya Sabha के chairman का removal तभी होगा जब उनका removal as the vice president भी होगा. So when the person who is the vice president will be removed from the office of the vice president, and how it is done, why it is done, you have done it all earlier. When that will happen, only then the Rajya Sabha chairman will be removed. ठीक है. And when such resolution is under consideration, the vice president cannot preside over the sitting of the Rajya Sabha as chairman. ठीक है. The person can only be present in the house, can speak in the house, can participate in the proceedings, but cannot vote in the house. These are the things that you have already done because vice president हम कर चुके हैं. So it shouldn't be a problem to you. But about the deputy chairman, ठीक है, deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha. So a deputy chairman can be removed earlier also, if not only removed, but that office can become vacant. So if the person herself or himself vacate the house, ठीक है, और वो कब हो सकता है? When the person ceases to become a member, because we are choosing this office from amongst the members only. So if the person ceases, यानी stops to become the member of the council, the person will automatically not be the deputy chairman. That is very, very simple. Also, if any time the person wishes to resign, the person just needs to write this to chairman, address this to chairman and resign, or can be removed from office by a resolution of the council passed by majority of all the then members of the council. जितने members उस वक्त present होंगे उनके majority से एक resolution pass करके removal भी हो सकता है, but that resolution should be moved at least with 14 days notice. ठीक है, ये तो हमने हर जगह पढ़ा हुआ है. So this is very simple. The same thing is here. It's just that here it is applicable in the case of legislative council. It is applicable for both chairman and deputy chairman. क्योंकि यहाँ पे कोई vice president वाली case तो है ही नहीं. ठीक है. So it is applicable for both. The same thing कि if the person ceases to become a member, और अगर उनको resign करना है. Now here अगर resign करना है तो आपको समझना होगा कि अगर चेयरमैन को रिज़ाइन करना है तो उनको डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन को लिखना होगा, अगर डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन को रिज़ाइन करना है तो उनको चेयरमैन को लिखना होगा. वाइस वर्सा इट विल हैपन. एंड रिमूवल बाय अ रेजोल्यूशन पास्ड बाय मेजॉरिटी ऑफ ऑल द मेंबर्स विद एटलीस्ट 14 days नोटिस. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज पावर ऑफ द डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन और अदर पर्सन्स टू परफॉर्म द ड्यूटीज ऑफ द ऑफिस ऑफ or to act as chairman. Now, if the vice president is there, he is already acting as the chairman. That is okay. But if that chairman office is for some reason vacant, ठीक है, तो who will act as the chairman? That is what is given. So it is telling that while the office of chairman is vacant or during any period when the vice president is acting or discharging as president, discharging the functions of president. So understand, either the office of the vice president, or in this case basically chairman, can be vacant for any reason, or if the person is present but is acting as the president, because these situations we have done earlier. So in any case the chairman place will need to be given to somebody else. So in that case that function should be performed by deputy chairman. And if the office of the deputy chairman is also vacant, then any such member of the council can be given that position who is appointed by the president. This you have to remember. And during the absence of chairman from any sitting of the council of states, अगर राज्यसभा के किसी भी सिटिंग से चेयरमैन एब्सेंट है, ठीक है, द डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन, और अगर वो भी एब्सेंट है तो अगेन एनी ऑफ द पर्सन डिटरमाइंड बाय रूल्स ऑफ प्रोसीजर should be made the chairman. Now you will say कि these two sounds very contradictory. Actually, no. Understand the difference here. Here it is telling either the office of the chairman is vacant. I have already explained the meaning of the terms vacancy or absence when I was doing president, vice president, governor, etc. Okay, so I have explained it in detail. You please watch that video so that you're clear with that idea. Here it is telling when the office is vacant or when the vice president is functioning as the president. Then the deputy chairman or any other member who is appointed by the president will act. If the absence is there, टेम्पररी किसी रीज़न से वो प्रेजेंट नहीं है, ओके, अदरवाइज द पर्सन इज देयर बट फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम फॉर सम रीज़न नॉट प्रेजेंट, देन एनी मेंबर हु विल बी डिटरमाइंड बाय द रूल्स ऑफ प्रोसीजर, ठीक है, और डिटरमाइंड बाय काउंसिल, वो चेयरमैन, यहाँ पे प्रेसिडेंट को हम नहीं बीच में लाएंगे. हियर देयर विल बी नो अपॉइंटमेंट बिकॉज देयर इज नो वैकेंसी. Appointment will happen in this case when there is vacancy. Here we are not talking about any vacancy. Here it's just the absence. Okay, and you need to also remember that the deputy chairman is actually not subordinate to chairperson. No, only directly responsible to the Rajya Sabha. And also the deputy chairman do not get voting right in the first instance like the Rajya Sabha chairman. So either it's Rajya Sabha chairman or deputy chairman. ठीक है, इनको वोटिंग राइट्स फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस में नहीं मिलती है. फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस मीन एनी थिंग, एनी प्रपोजल दैट्स गोइंग इन फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. इफ़ देयर इज़ इक्वालिटी ऑफ वोट्स, ठीक है, लाइक इफ देयर इज़ अ टाई, देन एज अ टाई ब्रेकर और एज अ कास्टिंग वोट दे गेट दैट राइट. ओके, सिमिलर वी सी इट फॉर हियर, पावर ऑफ द डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन और अदर पर्सन टू परफॉर्म द ड्यूटीज़ और द चेयरमैन. ठीक है, तो अगर यहाँ पे जब हम बात कर रहे हैं वैकेंसी है, देन गवर्नर द्वारा अपॉइंट किया हुआ पर्सन, और अगर एब्सेंस है तो रूल्स द्वारा या काउंसिल द्वारा डिटरमाइन किया हुआ पर्सन. सेम थिंग इज देयर, ओनली डिफरेंस इज हियर द प्रेसिडेंट अपॉइंट, हियर द गवर्नर अपॉइंट. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज द चेयरमैन और द डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन नॉट टू प्रिसाइड. अभी तक तो हम देख रहे थे कि व्हेन दे विल प्रिसाइड. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज व्हेन दे आर नॉट अलाउड टू प्रिसाइड while a resolution of the removal is under consideration. Similarly, यहाँ पे भी when they will not preside. This is for Rajya Sabha, this is for Legislative Council. Article 92, Article 185. Now, when, see, at any sitting of Rajya Sabha or any sitting of Legislative Council, while any resolution of the removal of Vice President, while any resolution of the removal of Chairman इज़ अंडर कंसिडरेशन, ठीक है, देन द चेयरमैन, और अगर डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन, दोनों के लिए है एक्चुअली, सो चेयरमैन या डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन, क्योंकि चेयरमैन तो यहाँ पे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ही है, सो चेयरमैन या डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन किसी के भी रिमूवल का अगर रिजोल्यूशन अंडर कंसिडरेशन है, देन दे कैन नॉट प्रिसाइड अंडर द प्रोविजंस ऑफ द प्रीवियस आर्टिकल. ठीक है, ये वाला जो है उसके ही बारे में दिया हुआ है. दे कैन नॉट बी प्रेजेंट और दे कैन ओनली बी प्रेजेंट और प्रिसाइड, एंड इट शैल बी अप्लाई टू ईच सेटिंग इन रिलेशन टू सिटिंग फ्रॉम द चेयरमैन और एज द केस में बी द डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन इज एब्सेंट. तो यहाँ पे वो क्या बोल रहे हैं कि सी, यहाँ पे उन्होंने क्या बोला, शैल नॉट इवन दो ही इज प्रेसिडेंट प्रिसाइड, वो प्रेजेंट, वो प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं लेकिन वो प्रिसाइड नहीं कर सकते हैं. इसको आपको ऐसे तोड़ के पढ़ना होगा सो दैट यू आर नॉट कन्फ्यूज्ड. रीड इट अगेन. द डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन शैल नॉट दो ही इज प्रेजेंट, तो ये ब्रैकेट में आ जाएगा. सो इवन दो इज प्रेजेंट इन द हाउस बट ही विल नॉट प्रिसाइड एज द चेयरमैन. ठीक है, एंड द चेयरमैन विल हैव द राइट टू स्पीक, जो मैंने आपको पहले बताया कि स्पीकिंग राइट हो सकती है, otherwise taking participation in the proceedings also is allowed, लेकिन when the removal resolution is under consideration उनको entitled नहीं होंगे वोट के. ठीक है, at all on such resolution or any other matter. so आपको इन simple words यही याद रखना है, presence हो सकता है बट प्रिसाइड नहीं करेंगे तो किसी दूसरे मेंबर को दे दिया जाएगा करने. स्पीक कर सकते हैं प्रेजेंस हो सकता है, पार्टिसिपेशन हो सकता है, वोटिंग नहीं होगा. These are the only things that you have to remember. Same thing is given here. Same thing for the chairman and the deputy chairman. So quickly reading this, at any sitting of the council, while any resolution for the removal is under consideration, the chairman or the deputy chairman will, even if he is present, will not preside. ठीक है, अंडर द, ये हम देखेंगे आगे आर्टिकल्स, अभी पिछला वाला हमने देख ही लिया है. फ्रॉम विच the chairman or the deputy chairman is absent, and they will have the right to speak, they can participate, etc etc, but they will not be entitled to the voting. ठीक है. अच्छा, यहाँ पे एक चीज़ ध्यान रखना है, ड्यूरिंग सच प्रोसीडिंग बट नॉट इन द केस ऑफ इक्वालिटी ऑफ वोट. यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा डिफरेंस है. ठीक है, ये छोटा सा डिफरेंस क्या है कि फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस में दे आर नॉट अलाउड टू वोट, राइट, and they are allowed to vote only in the case of casting vote, in the case of a tie. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है. They will not be entitled to vote at such resolution or on any other matter during such proceeding, and यहाँ पे भी during such proceeding but not in the case of equality of vote. ये वाला जो केस हो जाता है ना, जब आपका रिमूवल के लिए रिकन्सिडरेशन कंसिडरेशन हो रहा होता है, though they are entitled to vote only in the first instance. In general cases, they are not entitled to vote in the first instance. But when that resolution for removal is going on, they are entitled to vote only in the first instance, not in the case of equality of votes or casting vote, if you say so. ठीक है, नॉर्मल केसेस में रिवर्स हो जाता है, आपको बस ये याद रखना है. चलिए, ओके, नेक्स्ट. एनीवेज दिस विल डू इन द speaker and deputy speaker also, but I'll repeat it for both of you, both the times. The salary and allowances of the chairman and deputy chairman and speaker and deputy speaker, like all the presiding officers, इनकी सैलरी कहाँ से आती है? So they shall be paid. ये हो गया आपके हाउस ऑफ पीपल यानी लोकसभा, और ये हो गया राज्यसभा के लिए. सच सैलरी एंड अलाउंसेस विच आर फिक्स्ड बाय द पार्लियामेंट. तो ये बस आपको याद रखना है कि द सैलरीज एंड अलाउंसेस आर फिक्स्ड बाय द पार्लियामेंट, एंड जब तक वो प्रोविजंस नहीं बनाए जाएंगे तब तक जो सेकेंड शेड्यूल में दिया हुआ है उसके हिसाब से. सेम थिंग इज़ हियर, सेकेंड शेड्यूल एंड दे आर फिक्स्ड बाय द स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर. ठीक है, बट ये एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन है एंड यू विल अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट दीज फंड्स व्हेन वी डू दैट टॉपिक. जब हम बजट की तरह पढ़ेंगे सो विल टॉक अबाउट द फंड्स एंड यू विल अंडरस्टैंड इट. अभी के लिए जस्ट रिमेंबर, देयर सैलरीज एंड अलाउंसेज आर चार्ज्ड ऑन द कंसोलिडेटेड फंड ऑफ इंडिया. Their salaries and allowances are charged on the consolidated fund of state. What is the significance of consolidated fund of India or state? That they are not subjected to the annual vote of parliament or the legislature. More on the fund we'll discuss in the those topics. Abhi ke liye just remember they are fixed by the parliament and charged on the consolidated fund of India. In the next lecture we'll discuss about the other presiding officers but for the lower house. So we'll discuss about speaker and deputy speaker of Lok Sabha and Legislative Assembly. You need to go through all these provisions once again so that बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है, आपको रुक रुक के करना है. I have given all the constitutional articles also, so you read it word by word and you do not find any problem in going through the topic. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and then bye bye. Take care.